Hi everyone, my name is Kelsie Dawe, and this summer I was able to intern as a finance and operations intern for Kikori out of Portsmouth, New Hampshire. I am going to be a junior this upcoming school year, and I'm majoring in finance and information systems and business analytics, and I'm originally from Nashua, New Hampshire. A little overview about Kikori. Kikori is an edtech startup that developed an app to create a database for experiential education activities to aid educators, facilitators, and parents in creating more SEL skills for their students. Currently, the revenue is based off of the subscriptions that are being sold for the Kikori platform. And this is very early stage, so the revenue has been pretty minimal thus far, but they're anticipating a high revenue growth this upcoming school year. Um, the investment side is currently being discussed and looked into for the upcoming future, which was an interesting part to be able to help research and come up with ideas for the team. The company structure, Kikori was created by the two co-founders, Kendra Bostic, who was my main point of contact, and Bryn Lodig. And there are about 5 or so employees who are working part-time, helping the company grow. It's still very early stage, so there aren't many full-time employees at this time. My job as a finance and operations intern kind of roamed all over the place. I think it's just the nature of a startup to be thrown any task that needs to be completed, and I really enjoyed that aspect of it. And the major accomplishments were just being able to contribute and participate in all of the meetings that Kendra had, which was really exciting to be a valued member of the team whose voice was heard. The key startup takeaways that I learned initially is that nothing is certain. Everything is changing at a very rapid pace with startups, which kind of adds to the excitement of it. You will make mistakes. I've found that I often made mistakes, but it's just part of the learning process and it's part of the culture of startups as well. Listen to everyone's advice, but trust yourself. I think many times having conversations with Kendra, we would hear expert opinions and advice from advisors. And at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you and your team and your vision. And no one understands that or can see that more clearly than you can. Lessons that I learned about myself is that I tend to weigh my value on success, which I think is a good trait to understand that I hold going forward, and I can work towards valuing who I am as an employee and as a person to try and find success that way. I also really enjoy the startup environment. I think it's really exciting, and I love how fast paced and changing it always has something new happening every single day. So I really appreciated that aspect of it. A high point was meeting with an advisor who pointed out the uniqueness of an all female team. He stated he had never been in a meeting with all females before. So I kind of stepped back and realized the value in that and how fortunate I was to work for an all-female team. A low point was when I accidentally launched the Kickstarter, which apparently is a very common issue, as I feel as though the platform is not super user-friendly, but this was a learning experience and launched some new initiatives, which I think helped overall. So that was definitely an interesting aspect. And finally, I just wanted to say thank you to the Patton family, eCenter, and Kikori for giving me this experience. I'm really appreciative, especially with the current situation, to have been given not only an internship, but an internship of this value. And I think I'll step away from this learning things that no other position could have offered. So I wanted to thank everybody.